Hi, my name is Shan, and I am the game master of this campaign. I just want to say a few things before the video starts, and so does Nami. Oh, that's a big meow. First and foremost, this is a set of adults playing the unofficial Warrior Cats adventure game. There will be swearing, and this episode in particular contains graphic violence, body horror, and depictions of drowning, so viewer discretion is advised. If you want to learn how to play the game, there will be links to the guide in the video description along with credits for the maps that we use. Thank you so much for watching. Where we left off, it's been 2 weeks since the battle in the sewers. The alley cats have been adjusting to their new lives while you guys have taken your time to heal your wounds, both physical and emotional. There's a couple updates that they all have for you. In the warehouse. So Iris has gone on to become their new leader. Her second in command right now is actually Briar. Vixie felt that she had not yet earned everybody's trust back. Briar still very much so wants to go to Shadow Clan someday, so maybe one day Vixie can step up to the challenge, but for now, she is second in command. Whiny is clean. Whiny doesn't have a speck of dirt on him. In fact, he went around to Belle's old two legs to try and, let them know, like, hey, she's gone. But in the process, he got adopted. He has a new name. His name is Pretzel.
Pretzel!
Sorry, the big reveal being that Whiny is clean had me fucking losing it. I wanted to step away for a second because I was laughing so goddamn hard.
This is the best thing that has happened. This is Pretzel is. I'm so
yeah, his name is Pretzel now. So Pretzel.
Oh, yeah, sorry.
Pretzel is clean. He comes and helps out at the warehouse from time to time when his two legs let him out. Julius has been buried in the old two-leg garden where Iris's two legs used to live, where you guys found those herbs. The very buds of a dandelion patch are beginning to grow on top of his grave. And the two guards that did not participate in the sewer battle heard what was going on in the tunnels and were like, I don't want any part of that. They have come up with the sewers. They were like, hey, we didn't want to get involved with that. Can we join you guys and just help rebuild? We were so afraid of Skull. So they have joined the alley cats. These are the two guys where I was like, I have to name them or else you guys are going to ask. So I'm going to just let you know right now, their names are Deathwish and Craig.
I love them. I love
Deathwish and Craig.
Yeah, so
Jesus Christ.
So Craig went back to his former kitty pet name, but Deathwish has always had a rogue name, so he's like, I don't know what else to call myself. I'm very sorry, it's scary. And
He's just looking at him like, are you sure you don't want to change it? He's just like, no.
He's like, I can't think of anything. And then there was that one lost cat that was with them. And he is now tied up they found some rope and some old toilet paper and whatever else the cats could find. He is tied up and he is being fed and given water. But
Tanglethorn just kept away.
Yes, and literally, Briar will not let Tanglethorn into this room.
He wouldn't have gone there.
So that is where we are at with the alley cats. I would like to ask everybody, what were you doing during these 2 weeks? Who would like to go first?
I can go first.
Mm-hmm.
Tangle had a lot happened in those sewers and even before it, and with a new reminder always present in his person, he has been taking a lot of time to kind of reassess where they're at and what their goal really was. I feel like he kind of went into that sewer and he was almost as lost as the cats he was trying to help. And in almost an odd twist of fate, he almost feels more sure of what they should be doing now. He feels more convicted, but at the same time, like, it's also the realization where it's like, oh, I have failed these cats in so many different ways. And so when he's been able to, and his wounds haven't held him back, he's been training, he's been testing out his fox now he has, just trying to get better with it. But at night, he's been staring up at the sky, and he's just been thinking a lot about what he wants to say. But he hasn't been keeping his distance from everyone, but like definitely, like, especially like when Briar probably told him like, we're not letting you there, like that shame was present and it just hasn't left, and like there is still a deep shame in him for what he's done. But yeah, I think that's what he's been doing in those 2 weeks.
Who would like to go next?
I'm assuming that means Aces is done.
Yes.
Sightwatcher wasn't as badly injured as some of the others. Still badly injured, but like not quite as badly as from what I remember, at least from. It's been a few weeks. After taking care of her own recovery, and everyone else's recovery, she's been probably looking a little bit around the warehouse for just extra bits where a few more cobwebs might be hidden away, just to keep everyone fresh. And there's healing while they're healing.
Okay, yeah.
And besides for that, she's also been fishing at the nearby river, probably showing some of the warehouse cats how to fish, or trying to, probably trying to a little bit. I feel like she forgets that they don't. River clan cats have been training to fish their whole life, and it's very different, much more patience than.
Yeah, I feel like the cats that have the most patience here are Iris and Winter. And maybe Craig. Craig over here has become quick friends with Winter.
Not Deathwish?
No. Deathwish is friends with Briar.
Okay. So she's been doing that just to help, because with all the change and all the extra cats staying here, if everyone's eating mice all the time, the mice population is going to take a plummet. So having a bit of variety in where they're getting prey is good. And she's also been helping take care of the prisoner, just watching for, looking to see if it's the same as taking care of the lost back home in River
Yes,
Clan.
I can tell you that it is. Now that the Reapers have left this area, this cat is completely back to what it was like during the clans. It stares up at the sky when the moon is in view, and otherwise it just kind of stares straight ahead and doesn't do anything. And its eyes are red.
Eyes are red all the time?
Yes.
Remind me, was that also the case back home at the
No. So some cats' eyes had turned red, but not all of them.
Ominous. But she's just trying to help take care of everyone. Medicine, fishing, feeding the guy that doesn't eat, without taking his mouth near your paws and like smishing the food together. You know.
Okay.
I will say, she's been like keeping just a little bit of distance. Like if someone approaches her, she'll talk, but like she's not going around being like, "Hey, how are you? We're best friends." She's just a bit reserved after everything that happened over the past few weeks.
Is that it for the female?
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah. Did you want to go, Saturn?
You go first.
No, you can go ahead.
Okay. Actually, you go first. My parents are calling me. I'll be right back.
Okay. So Moonfall has been weirdly, like, helpful. She's been not talkative in the slightest. She just kind of does. I imagine other cats like Slate Watcher or some of the other cats have been asking for help finding whatever, and she just kind of goes out and does it, and then comes back. She hasn't really been talking to anybody, and she definitely kind of like steers clear of being around Tanglethorn. And then at night, she usually spends the first bit of the night after everybody's gone to sleep trying to just communicate with Star Clan, see if she can hear anything from them. I feel like a lot of times she probably hasn't heard anything new, if anything at all.
I'm gonna say no. You have not heard anything for these past 2 weeks.
So it's just been radio silent?
Yep.
Yeah. Which probably only stresses her out more.
Yeah, God's not picking up the phone right now. God answering machine.
Thanks, God. Yeah, she's just been weirdly helpful unless it involves Tanglethorn, in which case she has essentially...
He's blacklisted.
Yeah.
I feel like of all cats, the cat who has been kind of keeping them scarce the most is Blackflight. She's not impossible to find, but with the hustle and bustle of everything happening, it is easier for her to kind of sink back into the distance and be away from everyone's attention, kind of slip into the back of their minds. She's not running, which is a good thing, but she's not exactly staying the stillest either. And in those moments where she is around, it's very easy to catch her kind of zoning off or not being completely there.
So, Brightfire has definitely reverted to people-pleasing behaviors. She is probably the most of the 5 cats, the one who is making herself like talkative to the others the most, and she's like checking in on everyone. And and while it is out of concern, it's also because you can tell she is desperately afraid that this is gonna fall apart. She's been checking in on Blackflight and Moonfall, and she's noticed that Moonfall won't talk to Tanglethorn, and Slate Watcher is busy with the new lost cat, and she is just worried she does anything anybody asks of her. And she has taken it upon herself to try and repair your guys' armor. In the battle with Skull, you guys took your clay armor in, but you guys sustained heavy damage. It is cracked. It is at half effectiveness right now. And she tried to repair it, but you guys don't have enough clay. And she remembers that Sleek Hunt said if you guys go back into the Wildcat Forest, she'll kill you. So she's like, I don't know if I want to go in there right now. So she's been stressing out over what to do with that. So that is where we are. A new dawn has risen today. I'm going to say it's evening right now. So like that's when the mice and rats are out the most in the warehouse and everybody's hunting. It's busy. You know, the warehouse cats, the alley cats, they're happy and stuff, but where are we at now?
Ooh. Well, I think that Tangle's taken this time to think and such, and I think as like he's probably helped with the hunt. I imagine he has helped here and there, but I think this is kind of the point where like he feels that his wounds, like he feels comfortable with the idea that they could go out again, but he also understands that things have to be done before then. I think he's gonna seek out Brightfire first.
Okay. She's over
Um,
here, as she usually is.
Yeah. I think it's a slow walk over, and then he just kind of sits next to her, and then it's just, how are you doing today?
Oh, I'm doing great actually. My back feels so much better now. Yeah, I'm doing fine. She will never admit that she's not doing okay.
I imagine, like, even though she's not admitting, I can see it in her eyes.
Mhm.
She's exhausted.
You can kind of actually give me intelligence plus
Yeah. I'll
ponder.
roll for it. Yeah, sure. I'll roll 4 dice for that. Come on, Tangle. It's a new book. That's the Tangle we know and love. What's
So
my
he failed?
difficulty?
A DC was 4. What was it?
2 successes and a 1. We're
You
back,
see it.
baby.
You see it for a second, and so you're not sure if you saw it. You could maybe. This could maybe be your worst anxieties talking to
is
you
right
right now, but you kind of see in her eyes for a second that she wants to go home.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I think he kind of swallows that, and just I'm sort of making the rounds, as it were. Soon enough it'll be time for us to continue our mission, and I believe before that there is something that needs to be done.
What is it?
I would like to apologize.
You don't have anything to say
No.
sorry for.
No, Brightfire, I do. What I did in here was rash and reckless, and it wasn't right. It wasn't right. No matter how I justify it to myself or try to pretend, I acted out not out of protection of you or of myself or even of Aid. I did so because what that cat said hurt me, and I wanted to hurt it, and that was not right of me.
There is confusion still in her eyes, as she has never before considered that this is something that needs to be apologized for.
Mm-hmm.
Think of who her father is. Think of Rattlestar. He is brash all the time. Who knows what he has done to cats who have disobeyed him before? Or cats that raise their voice in opposition to him. For after all, part of the warrior code is that the leader's word is law.
Yeah.
And Brightfire sees you as the leader of this group. And so, while she had thought that the killing of the hostage was regrettable, the Reaper was in control of its body, and to her you were just defending yourself. And she kind of nods and she's like, I accept your apology, but you never needed to apologize to me. I know that it was a really stressful time for all of us. And you did what you thought was best in the moment.
No, I didn't. If there is one thing I want to get across to you all, it's that before we have sat here and we have licked our wounds, I would like to tell you all a story. At some point. I want to explain some things, but I want you all to understand me better, because I think I made a mistake when I first met you all. I said we should just be comrades, but I think I should try again. I want to do right by all of you, not just by our clans. And I think I failed in that when we first met. You all deserve to feel heard and appreciated. And what I did in that room was not right. It should have been a decision made by all of us, not just by me. That was wrong, and I apologize. I shouldn't have taken away anything from any of you like that.
She pauses to consider his words. And they really have gotten through to her in a way, because this isn't how things are done in SkyClan. They follow Rattlestar's words. They follow Scorpion Fang's words. He's the deputy. And the only one who has the... It's either everybody's in agreement, heartily so, with Rattlestar's rash and decisive actions. The only one that really speaks up without fear is, or even a desire to speak up, with most of them in agreement with him, is Riverstorm. The healer. So she nods and she's like, yeah, I think we can be more than just comrades. We can be friends. But
I would appreciate that, truly.
You know, again, I appreciate that you came to apologize to me, and I understand where you're coming from now. But I don't think that I'm the one that you need to say sorry to. It's Moonfall. It's Slate Watcher.
I know.
Okay.
I came to you first because, to be quite honest, and this is no insult to you, I felt like this would be the easiest one to do. I don't even know how I'm going to begin to talk to some of them. And Blackflight, the thought of speaking to her after what I did, it scares me. I'll be honest. I'm terrified. But I realized something. Those two cats that I've relied on for so long, that always inspirational spark of creativity and chaos, and that strong but calming presence, those two that were always by my side are not here right now. And so I need to start being able to rely upon you all instead of just trying to take it on myself. And in order to do that, I have to start being honest with you all. And that starts here and now.
Okay. I appreciate that. I'm so afraid of what's gonna happen to Blackflight. I can tell nothing's getting through to her. And I know I care a lot more about her than she cares about me.
We'll see that in you. I wish there was something powerful I could do, but...
No, it's okay. I've sought affection from cats who don't return it my whole life.
I'm gonna try and get to eye level with her and just be like, but I'm here for you. We're here for you, right, Fire? We're friends, right?
Yeah.
So you can tell me these things.
Okay. Well, she hasn't said anything to me, so I don't know when you're gonna go apologize to her, but just be careful of what you say and how you say it.
I'm going to place myself upon her mercy, and we'll see what happens.
Okay.
For now, get some rest. You've done enough for tonight.
Okay, I'll try.
And gives her a little nod.
Mm-hmm. She's gonna hop up here and go to nap. She likes being up high up. She likes to be tall.
Yeah. I think Tanglethorn's going to take a minute and just try and think what his next best course of action is going to be. And trying to just calm down that feeling in his chest and just be like, that was... I fought Skull and somehow that was harder. Wow.
And it was the easy one, Brightfire's.
That was the easier one!
Yeah.
Oh boy. Yeah, I think he's going to take a minute and then and he's going to try search, and then he'll go looking for enough. But for now, I think he's just going to take a minute and just kind of breathe and relax.
Okay.
Especially in case anyone else wants to take a minute.
It's your turn, Grandpa. It's okay.
Don't say that.
Hell,
Well, I feel like currently it just kind of feels like it's probably the best for Tanglethorn to be going around doing all these conversations,
Yeah. Okay.
since like half of us are isolating.
Yeah.
Yeah,
okay.
everybody's not hanging out, so.
All right.
So Sight Watcher's more focused than isolating, but
Yeah. I'm gonna.
still.
Then I'm gonna go down the list of what in Tanglethorn's head is gonna be the easiest to the worst conversations, and his next off is gonna be Slate Watcher.
that's crazy. That's
That is
crazy.
I had a whole
You're
plan
giving
if you
back
came
like
to
way
me.
too much time to run.
But yeah, I think he will gingerly approach Slate Watcher.
Yeah, Sight Watcher will respect Briar's boundaries.
Yeah, if you're near the door, he won't go near the door. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, she'll go along to.
Briar and
Yeah.
Deathwish are playing like what looks like to be a game right now with like pebbles and sticks, so like don't worry about them.
Yeah, and I think
Horrible.
he kind of approaches, and just kind of nods and just, how are your wounds? How are they faring?
They've healed. Still some slight scars, but she kind of looks at him. There's just that moment of like, maybe I should be complaining about scars.
Yeah.
I'm doing well.
Yeah, he kind of like looks at his own and is just like, oh no, don't worry about it. It's fine.
I don't think anything's at risk of reopening.
That's good then. I would like to apologize for what happened. Before we went into fight Skull. That wasn't right of me. I took agency away from you, everyone else, and that wasn't right.
He starts to speak, and like, there's very clearly a look of like, in her eyes and her ears, just of like, oh, like we're talking about this now, kind of feeling like she knew this conversation was coming eventually, but like she still wasn't
still like,
seeking
oh
out to
god,
have
it's
it.
now. Yeah. And I think like, yeah, like, does she like visibly like change as he starts saying that?
You mean with the lost?
With the lost, yes. That was not right of me, and I understand if your trust in me has been broken, and I understand there's something to be earned back.
It's a bit more complicated. I still don't know how to put it into words. But I
It was
know.
cruel. It was cowardly. I did it because I
Yes.
was hurt. It's pure and simple. I'll put it into words for you. I wasn't right.
That part isn't what I'm struggling to put into words.
Kind of
My
tilts
own-
his head.
My own feelings are. She thinks for a moment, looks around the warehouse, like she's trying to think.
Would you prefer if we went somewhere a bit quieter to have this conversation?
It's not that. It's besides for the other medicine cats. This is my first time being. It's my first time getting to know warriors from other clans outside of the gatherings. So I'm not explaining myself well.
No. It's
I know you won't hurt us like you did that
Never.
cat.
never. None of you. No. I could.
I trust you in that regard, but I don't know if I can trust you to not do something rash.
Understand. Entirely, and you're right not to. At least, I don't want to say it will justify my actions, but I've already spoken to Brightfire. When we get to the Sundrown place, I would like to tell you all a story. I have something I would like to share with you all, and it's not to justify my actions, but it's to the very least to explain them. Because those Reapers somehow know things about me that they shouldn't know.
They probably know things about all of us that they shouldn't know.
But no, you're right. And I think losing Julius the way we did woke me up to that brashness and made me realize a lot of things about myself that need to change immediately. So, but I know those are words. Those are not actions. So I do not expect you to instantly be drawn by them and...
No, I think I understand. It snapped you out of... You were in a bad place. We all were. We were dealing with a lot of stress. You especially, because of what happened with the Reaper. But you remembered. Sometimes it takes something bad to come back to your senses. I've seen it before. So...
Apart from my obvious misgivings, though, how are you doing?
I'm trying not to think too much about the cats back home and how they might be doing.
Especially with what we've seen now. The thought that something could be happening back there right now has not left my mind.
I worry that what if a Reaper goes there and gives the order? What if more cats have gone missing, or more cats have returned as lost?
What if this flight's fighting my fellow brethren? It's in my
exactly.
head, I know.
If something truly desperate would happen, I would hope that Trotstar would be able to reach Winter again to let us know, but I don't know if that's something that you would be able to do, or anyone from StarClan.
For now, we cannot let our minds stray back to them. They can be in our thoughts, but right now, our path is clear. We know where we must go, and we need to focus on that. Now, more than any of us, I would also like to say thank you, because to be quite honest, if you had not been here, I do not know if we could have recovered from our wounds the way we have.
Curlstar was wise in choosing the healer to send.
And you have been wise in your treatment of us, Slave Watcher. We are lucky, fortunate to have you with us, by our side.
She nods, just like her part of it is like she's doing her job, and this is what she's trained for. But part of it is also just she's not really used to getting this kind of compliment from someone outside of her clan, and like she's just in a bit of a weird space with Tanglethorn specifically, not just cats from other clans. So it's just like she acknowledges it. She nods. She accepts the compliment. And
like I said, I will earn back your trust in me with my actions, not my words.
If you start to lose your way again, what should we do? What should we say to help me?
I want you to look at me and say to me that that's not what Tanglethorn should be doing. That's what Emberheart would have done. I want you to tell me that, and that'll bring me back to my senses.
Okay. And failing that, she kind of moves closer, raises up a paw, and just like playfully like puts it on his face. If that fails, we'll have to knock some sense into you.
Failing that, yes. Please knock some sense into me.
She sits back down after that and just...
I think that genuinely, like, that's the first time Tangle has smiled in, like, 2 weeks. And, like, he catches himself doing that and, like, kind of revels in it for a moment. And just, like I said, when we get to Sundown Place, I would like to tell you all... I want to explain some things. Because I think it's time that...
I don't know if it will justify, but hopefully it does help it to understand.
It won't justify my actions. Nothing can justify what I did, but it can at least make sense of them. Thank you, Slave Watcher. I'll leave you to your business. Unless there's anything else, I don't mean to stop you in the middle of everything.
No, I'll ask another time. It's not the time.
No.
No, it's...
Feel free. I want to be more honest with you all.
Are you sure?
Yes.
I understand if you cannot give me an answer, but I was wondering if you and Wolfstar were mates.
Oh.
Yeah, That's fucking
He genuinely, his jaw dropped. No. It's not the first time that's been asked. But he's more, when I will admit, when I was younger, I found myself allured by such a thing. But I was a much younger kid then, and I as I grew a bit older, I found that affection wasn't romantic.
There's more admiration.
More akin to that of a sibling. He's a brother to me.
She nods. She gets that.
He is someone he could order me to march to my death, and I would do so with a smile on my face.
Tanglethorn, that's what lesbians say about girls they like when they're not out of the closet.
That Pepsi's so tasty. Anyway,
Yowie!
I would hope
Anyway.
you would at least know the reason if he asked such a thing.
I can't believe Tanglethorn is the Keyleth and Renfeather and Wolfstar are a Vax and Vex situation.
I mean, kind of. Yeah. But yeah, no, like, she does smile though, and like, that is a rather amusing question, I must say. I was not when I said what I said, I was not expecting that one. That was not what I was expecting.
That was I was hesitant to ask, but
If you must
she
know,
nods to the
if you must
dandelion
know.
behind his ear.
She's like, you're gay.
I watch your Hina Joshi is real!
If you must know, the bounds of my affection do not lie in such trivial things as gender.
I was just curious.
Anglethorn?
Tanglethorn?
Panglethorn.
As she pauses for a moment, kind of paws at the ground. Part of it was also the two of you are very close. He's told you things I don't think he's told any other cat from the sound of it.
Why? Is there something you need to know?
No, the two of you just seemed closer than a leader and a leader and a warrior usually would be. So it just wasn't. I was just curious.
We grew up together. We were inseparable.
Like siblings.
Yes. But I understand where you gained that thought from. And it was I will admit that question did catch me off guard, which is not a lot of people can say they've done that to me. That is for certain.
It seemed like a lighter way to end the conversation than.
It very much was.
She nods.
Thank you.
I'll let you get back to it.
Thank you.
Good luck with Moonfall and Blacklight.
I'm going to need it. So I will gladly take it. Oh boy.
Okay. This
And I
light would
think
believe in you. That's what I think.
Thank you. And I think he kind of walks off and kind of like, as she like comes off to do something, he kind of looks back and just like, okay. Not what I was expecting from that conversation. Anyway.
Gay?
I know what you are.
Oh no, am I gay?
Yeah, I think next he's gonna try and talk with Moonfall. I think next.
As he comes toward her, can she try to hiss to get him to not come to her?
Yeah, give me a hiss roll.
That's crazy.
And Tanglethorn, I'm gonna have you give me a I'm gonna have to say strength plus arch. So this is intimidation versus intimidation.
How many dice you got in this, Quinn?
4.
Okay. Strength plus arch, yeah?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Here we go. Oh, that's not great. Oh, you kick my ass. I rolled 2 successes, but also 2 1s.
Okay, yeah. So yeah, Quinn, how do you want to do this? How does Moonfall tell him to fuck off?
I mean, can she just say fuck off?
Yeah.
All right, and she'll just say that.
Is it like clear that she just does not want to talk full stop?
Currently, yes, I'm sure she will be
Okay.
good to talk later, but she does
Then
not want
I'll-
anything to do with it right now.
Yep, then I'll try and find Blackflight. If she's around, or if she'll even let me.
I think she's around. You probably have to take a minute and be like, okay, where's that little fucker?
Mm-hmm.
Kind of look around for her.
Yeah, I will try to find Blackflight, but unlike the other 3, like, he very much approached kind of like, you know, not with like any kind of like stance behind it, like, but just like approach like steadily. With Blackflight, it is much more like kind of akin to like when you do see a cat, but it's quite a flighty one, and you very slowly go towards it. Not like very you make yourself small and like you show your hands open. You make sure try and make yourself like as least of a threat as possible to it. Like he's very slow and he's just like, would you mind if we had a conversation?
Okay.
Right. I would like to apologize for what happened. I acted rashly in what I did, and I feel that it took agency away from all of you, and that was not the right thing to do for any of you.
Stop.
Okay.
I don't care right now.
Okay.
Good for you. For feeling like you need to apologize. And I'm glad you feel that way. And I'm glad I've seen you going around apologizing. I don't know what that has to do with me. If it makes you feel better, then sure. Consider it off your conscience.
It doesn't.
Then I can't help you.
I do this not because I want to, but because I feel it's the right thing to do. Because as far as I'm concerned, we are all still traveling together, unless that is not true anymore. Now I'm going to force you to stay. I doubt
I'm
I
not
could have-
leaving.
Good. But at the same time, I don't want you to feel like you're alone in this, because you're not. You can laugh it off all you want, but you aren't alone in this. But at the same time, I'm not going to try and force that on you. It's not right. And I've already forced enough of my opinions. So I'll just tell you I'll tell you what I told the others. When we get to the Sundown place, I'd like to tell you a story. But for now, I'll leave you be. You let me know if there's anything we can do. Okay?
I think Flight walks away.
I think Tangle just nods and walks away as well.
Yeah, I think Flight kind of sulks away to hide from everyone. She
I
probably
think-
has just like come back and immediately makes herself scarce.
I think Tanglethorn finds like a good view of the moon and just kind of sits there, like rests his head against like the brick of the warehouse, and just takes a deep sigh and just is just like, was there anything I could have done better? Oh, is there anything I can do to help them more? Oh, where am I going wrong? And he's just saying that over and over again to himself. He's just resting against the brick, looking at the sky. Yeah, that's it for now.
If you guys are going to sleep before you head out on your next part of your journey, wherever that may be,
Mm-hmm.
who is sleeping and who's on night watch? Who's awake right now?
I think Tangle would take night watch after that. I genuinely think he would.
His mind is not letting him sleep.
Yeah.
No, I think he would have tried to sleep and then realized, no, actually, I think if I sleep right now, I'm not going to like what I see in my dreams. I'm just going to go guard instead. And I think he probably trades off for probably Vixie, I imagine, was on watch that night, and he offers to swap with her. And he
Okay.
takes the one
Yeah,
instead.
Vixie on watch. Is anybody else awake right now?
Moonfall.
When do you fall asleep, Moonfall?
I feel like everyone else falls asleep, and then maybe hour and a half to 2 hours afterwards, she probably tries to communicate with StarClan again,
Okay.
and then depending on if she hears from them or not, then she will go to bed after that. I'm assuming she won't hear from them.
She does not.
Yeah, so then she'll just kind of almost sort of dejected or exhausted. She'll just be like, okay, and then curl up and go to sleep underneath the conveyor belts.
Well, she does not hear them while she's awake.
Ooh.
So, you fall asleep, and in your dream, you feel like for a moment you are flying. And Tanglethorn, I'm gonna need you to make a spirit plus faith check since you are awake.
Okay, that's not terrifying at all. Man, well, okay. So that is a success, because I got a 6 and 1, but they cancel each other out, so... Was it difficulty 4?
Yes.
Yeah, I got
I'm
a success.
gonna say you see it, but only for a fleeting moment. You see an astral projection form of Moonfall stand up, on top of her sleeping body, as if she has woken up and she has arisen on top of her body, and she starts ascending into the sky and goes through the warehouse roof to places unknown.
Anglethorn screams.
Fuck.
Straight up fucking screams. So
Yeah, I fucking would too.
I watched Moonfall, who is asleep, watch some part of her drift off into the sky.
Yes.
If I go over to her body, is she breathing?
No.
Oh my fucking god! I
the
get
fuck?
Sleepwatcher as quickly as possible and go.
Sleepwatcher's already running out after that fucking scream. Thanks for reading her sleep.
Yeah, so is Brightfire. She's like, "What's happening? What's happening? What's wrong?"
Moonfall, stop breathing. I can't get a pulse. Something's gone wrong. I watched her spirit ascend into the sky.
Can Sleepwatcher she's not panicking. She's got that moment of
Brightfire's ready to fucking jump on her and do CPR.
But the Sleepwatcher is trying to keep them away.
Two
so
inches.
she can calmly
chest.
try to check for a pulse of her breathing or signs of life.
I'm gonna tell you right now, with a strength score of 5, if Brightfire ends up having to do chest compressions 2 inches deep, Moonfall's ribs are getting broken.
Yeah.
But Oasis, I'm guessing maybe I should have made a backup character.
Sleepwatcher is trying to gesture for space.
Okay.
Tangle will pull Bright back and just a fucking 1,000-yard staring at the shrugging corpse of his companion. What the fuck?
Yeah, Sleepwatcher is trying to check for signs of life or figuring out what happened. That this cat just suddenly stopped breathing.
Brightfire's like, Tanglethorn, tell Sleepwatcher what you saw.
It was her spirit just lifted out of her body and just leaves falling from the trees, but in reverse. I don't understand it.
Did you see stars in her fur, or just
Did I
the
see
leaves?
stars in her fur?
No.
Or
No.
no. I don't understand. What did I see? I've never seen anything like
Has
that
Slatewatcher
before.
heard of anything like that before?
No, but you can figure it's maybe some weird stone teller shit that you've never heard of. Because remember,
Yeah, stone tellers.
they live secluded to the rest of the clans. They do some weird shit that you guys don't know about.
Did I do something wrong?
You did nothing. It's. But can she tell if Moonfall is
Moonfall's alive, but also this is just her body right now. She's not currently in it.
She's just
she
catatonic.
tells the cats
Emphasis
that
on
are
cat.
2 seconds away from giving lethal CPR that Moonfall is alive. She's not sure what's happening.
Like her
But
body's
Moonfall is
warm,
alive.
but also her heart's not beating and she's not breathing. It's like it's in stasis.
Tangle like full on like just goes like flat to the floor, just staring at her, just like, oh that was messed up.
It's like
not a
Watcher
fan.
is
Not a fan.
fully focused on Moonfall and just checking for any sign of any change or any sign of
Okay,
Just
so
trying to
you
figure
are
it
all
out.
watching
watching closely.
Moonfall. Everybody, well, Tanglethorn, Brightfire, and Slatewatcher. I'm assuming Blackflight is doing fuck all right now.
Blackflight is watching, and it's like, yeah, same shit as always.
Drama queen, someone dies and you freak out.
How could I leave this?
Blackflight's like, I need to see what happens before I book it this morning.
Just another
Can't end on a
Tuesday.
cliffhanger.
Okay, so Moonfall, you feel as if you're flying, and you realize that you have left your body, and you find yourself among the stars and the moon, and it all coalesces together and morphs in a swirl of colors and light and becomes StarClan's hunting grounds. And Silvershade is there waiting for you. So she's like, I've heard your
Real
prayers.
quick.
Mm-hmm.
Is this something that I'm accustomed to? Or would I also be freaking out right now?
This is the first time this has happened.
Okay.
Like you have gone into StarClan before, like via like praying, like deep meditation, but you've never had your spirit yoinked out of your body.
Okay.
And Silvershade's like don't freak out. Like she like anticipated it. She's like Moonfall's coming down to StarClan. She's like ah.
Okay.
And Silvershade's like, don't freak out. Like, and it's very clear, like, Silvershade's paw is, like, glowing with, like, a blue-white, like, magic. And she's like, I summoned you here, don't freak out.
Okay.
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 Okay. And they're both like, okay. Like, two girls going, okay, at each other.
Exactly.
Yeah, two dumb bitches going, exactly, at each other. And Silvershade's like, StarClan was too far to reach your prayers, so I had to pull you to me specifically. I had to pull you to StarClan. I'm sorry about that.
It's fine, although I wish that I had been aware that this was something that could happen.
It is something that can happen, and it's something that you can do at will if you train your faith and your focus enough. Anything is possible for a stone teller, but especially you. You have more power than the rest of them, Moonfall. You can harness the stars if you want.
What do you mean?
You are especially gifted. Part of the reason why I called you here is because of how connected you are to StarClan. I have seen your friends doubt you. Your powers, they're different, aren't they? They aren't pure and
Yes,
holy like the other stone tellers or the healers.
I'm starting to gather that, yes.
There's a reason for that. Come, let me show you. And she's gonna walk along through StarClan's hunting grounds, and as you two walk. You see that everything in StarClan has a sort of starry shimmer to it, and you see cats from other clans, cats from Wind Clan that you have heard of that have passed on. You see maybe in the distance even Windstar watching over you. And as Silvershade walks, some cats bow politely to her as she takes you very close to a river. Now, Winter and Sleek Hunt have both talked about a river before. It supposedly connects multiple afterlives. But what they haven't talked about is this strange cave that's near it. And it looks like it was once sealed shut with a bunch of falling rocks. But these rocks have been thrown and blasted aside, and you feel cold coming from the darkness within this cave, and it radiates out in something that chills you to the bone and grips at your heart. And there is an eerie red glow also coming from inside this cave. And Silvershade looks at Moonfall and she's like, this is the entrance to the Dark Forest. It runs parallel beneath StarClan. The two have always been separated. We sealed off the entrance long ago. But something broke that seal. They're connected now. And the darkness from the Dark Forest is leaching into StarClan. That is why you have those powers. You are so attuned to StarClan itself that you are a symptom of the problem that is going on within it. I've tried to stem the darkness, but the more powerful a cat is in StarClan is how old they are, and the only ones left besides the fellow leaders from 1,000 years ago was me. And we've done all that we can, but this is as good as it's going to get. You guys are going to have to find what's wrong on Earth to fix it up here.
I feel like Moonfall is just kind of stunned silent. I think the revelation that she has some sort of connection to the Dark Forest has really kind of like shocked her. I think that's what she's the most hung up on right now. I don't know if she's able to verbalize it yet, but I feel like her face is contorted in a way that shows that she is conflicted and confused. I think she kind of needs her paws at the ground for a moment. If she looks down, can she see like the warehouse?
Very distantly.
Okay, I think
you can see it like it's like through clear water. Like there might be a puddle of water nearby, not through the earth, but through the water.
Okay, I think she would look in that direction.
Mm-hmm.
I think she looks in that direction for a moment, and then she looks back to Silvershade. Again, she's hung up on this Dark Forest thing.
Mm-hmm.
I think there's one question that comes to her mind.
Mm-hmm.
And she's kind of looks at Silvershade in silence for a moment, and she's like, so what am growing up, I've heard that the dark forest is cold, and it's in some way, and it's, it's evil.
Mm-hmm.
Just, if I'm connected to it, what does that mean for me?
And
What does that mean for my future, my fate?
Silvershade looks so sympathetic. She's like, "Oh, Moonfall, you're not evil." And she puts a paw to her cheek, and she's like I said, this was never supposed to happen. Whatever is going on here, whoever opened this path into the dark forest, these weren't the powers you were originally supposed to have. You were supposed to have holy magic, just like the rest of the stone tellers, like the healers, like what StarClan symbolizes. It is because you are so in tune with what is happening in StarClan that it's manifested in your very soul. I think if you are able to fix whatever is going on with the lost and the souls that wander, your powers will return to normal.
I think she kind of leans into the paw that's on her face, and she just whispers. I think she tries to say it louder, but it only comes out as like a whisper. And her voice kind of wavers, and she's like, "So I'm okay. I'm not." It sounds weird, but I'm not broken. I'm not wrong or.
Oh, no, Moonfall, you've never been broken. You are always where you have meant to be. Always been where you've meant to be. You are going to be one of the greatest stone tellers that has ever lived. You are going to have more power than even StarClan could ever imagine. You just need to help me out and help me figure out how I can close this hole from StarClan into the Dark Forest. You do what you can on your side, and I'll do what I can on mine. I'm gonna try and rally Thunderstar, Riverstar, Shadowstar, and Windstar. And if you notice, there is a name absent from that list. For whatever reason, she doesn't mention Skystar.
Okay. I think you can very easily tell that she's apprehensive. She's trying to like put on that she's confident now that like she's heard this inspiration, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
But she's still very shaken by all of this. But she just she keeps nodding her head. She's just okay.
Hopefully,
I'll do what I can.
mm-hmm. Hopefully with time, and as all of you figure what's wrong with the Lost, your original powers may come back to you.
I can only hope. I'm scared, Silvershade.
Don't be. I am always watching you.
Thank you.
And she touches her nose to yours. And with that, I want you to roll 1d20.
Uh-oh.
Rolling my in-person one. Wish me luck.
Please roll high, I
Good
think.
luck.
14.
Okay. You hear a sound come from that tunnel. the one that leads into the dark forest. And Silvershade's fur bristles on her back, and she stands in front of you protectively. She says, "Get behind me, quick." You know what happens if a cat dies while it's in StarClan or the Dark Forest, right? A living cat?
No.
They don't
maybe.
They don't get to come back. You don't get to go to StarClan. You just cease to exist forever. So get behind me.
She gets behind her, but she's like, "Will you be okay?"
I'll be fine.
Okay.
And paw steps are heard coming out of that tunnel. And you see Skull, who he looks terrible. His fur is matted, and the wound that killed him is open and in a stasis of bleeding. Like it is oozing and dark black blood. Like his throat, because Tinklethorn had smashed that nail into the center of his chest and then dragged it up and then pulled it out the side of his throat. He is almost decapitated.
Jesus Christ.
Good Lord.
And
Damn, Tinklethorn. Someone else you should apologize to.
So Skull is coming up out of this tunnel, and beside him is Belle, whose eyes are red, interestingly. And they are looking ahead. And Skull's like, "That's her! Get her!" And they both lunge forward at you, Moonfall, but Silvershade is in their way, and she is going to turn around and grab your scruff by the teeth, and she is going to throw you into the river. She'll be like, "Swim, Moonfall, I can handle this." And I need you to give me a strength plus swim check right now.
Oh no.
Oh god. Strength plus swim?
Mm-hmm.
You got this,
God.
Moonfall. I believe in you.
Well, I got Aces' blessing, so I'm gonna fail it.
Oh, okay.
I believe in you, Moonfall.
Too late.
Ooh. Okay.
I feel like that's my fault.
Yeah, you don't pass. It was a DC 4. So the water is so strong, and it feels like it's weighted with the regrets and the lived excitement and the anger and the hopes of 1,000 souls. This is the river that connects all afterlives. And the strength of the current and the overwhelming of emotions that hit you the second your body has hit this water that you've never been meant to touch consumes you, and you go under the water. And now I'm going to need you to make an intelligence plus endurance check.
Oh God. I'm not gonna say anything.
You can do it, Moonfall.
Online
Prove
dice didn't tell me,
Tinglethorn wrong.
so- Intelligence plus endurance?
Yes.
Alright,
how many-
is...
Come on.
It's a 5, a 3, and a 1.
Okay.
Oh Jesus.
You manage to paddle up and gasp for air before your body is dragged back under. And I would like to point out to the living cats at this time, Moonfall's body has started convulsing as you could tell she is fighting something. What you don't know is that it's the current. And all of a sudden you touch her, if you were to touch her fur, it's suddenly, for whatever reason, soaked.
What the Tanglethorn
Slate is
looking-
making sure she doesn't hit her head against anything or like break any bones
Yeah.
or like she's knows how to handle a seizure, and she's probably treating it like that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But she's not really sure what to say to the other cats right now because this is
Brightfire is
worse, I'll say.
freaking out. She's like, "What the fuck fuck is going on?
Brightfire.
Yeah?
Slate Watcher's got this.
Do we?
She
She
does.
doesn't
trust
look
me.
like it. And Moonfall's
Well-
dying.
Yes, but but this is not helping. We need to be
Okay.
calm.
Okay.
In case we can
Okay,
help
we're gonna
her.
be calm.
We got this.
We're gonna
We
be
got this.
zen.
We're gonna be
Whew.
calm. Why is she soaked? What the fuck? What?
Slate Watcher, did you put her in water?
What
I'm
is
trying to
happening?
focus. I'm
Okay.
trying to figure this out.
Can I
Focus.
roll a hot little religion?
Yeah, sure. Go ahead. Spirit plus faith.
Hey God,
Okay.
what the fuck?
Can I use my Catholic?
Actually, yeah, go ahead and use your Catholicism to give you advantage. There is one
Oh,
cat who has
no.
been known to do stuff like this, is the original Stone Teller. It is
Okay.
who was from Shadow Clan, so.
That's crazy. I should know that lore.
There is something so incredibly funny about Tanglethorn and Brightfire right now, just staring and just trying not to panic.
They're failing.
They are
It's
fake.
you said spirit plus faith?
Yes, with advantage.
Well, okay. I got 2 die. I'll use my 2 luck in. I got 2 in that. Not
Me.
ex-Catholic for a reason.
Yeah, that's fair.
Okay.
You
Well,
have
that's
advantage.
a 4 and a 2, but I
Okay.
have advantage.
With advantage? Okay. You know that this is something that would happen to the original Stone Teller. The original Stone Teller was a cat who had been struck by lightning and survived.
Jesus Christ!
And
Huh.
he after that he received strange visions from StarClan and sometimes even was affected by what he was doing in those dreams. If it rained in StarClan, he would be wet. If he caught a mouse in StarClan, there would be new blood on his paws.
She's just sleep swimming, you know?
Yeah.
no
So
whammies. No whammies. No whammies.
Out of interest, what was the name of that cat?
Stone Teller.
Oh, the cat was
Yeah.
just that's kind of metal.
Yeah.
No whammies. No whammies. Please, God, if you're real. That is a 6 and a 5. I'm not losing today.
Okay, so on a 6 and a 5, you know that if the way Stone Teller died was he died during one of these seizures, like he just didn't wake up. So,
Is this something that Slate Watcher might also know? Or
yes, yeah, but Blackflight is more intimately familiar with how he died. So if you would like
Cheerful.
to share with the class.
That's not my problem.
Nah. The moment,
tell by
you
the
were like,
silence.
you want to share with the class, I was like, okay, well, so I'm never learning this.
Yeah, so
Cool.
we're not learning this. Yeah, Slate Watcher,
I
you
think,
know.
okay.
Hmm?
Blackflight knows what's happening, kind of, and is like, well,
Slate Watcher will mention that it's a Stone Teller thing. Whether or not she knows, even if she does know about the death thing, she's not going to mention it right now because those two are clearly panicking more than
Yeah.
they need to be.
it's
Doesn't need
it's
to add to that.
Blackflight is like it's between her and God now.
Okay. While
Oh, we
this
can't
is all
use it.
happening, Moonfall, you are still struggling in the river. You've come up for air, and you were forced back down into the waters, and you hear the screams of anguish and the cries of delight and newborn kittens mewling and old elders arguing through all of cat-kind humanity as you are in this river. And it is so disorienting. You can't get another breath. I need you to make a spirit plus faith check.
Oh, thank God.
Holy fuck, man. Bro, this is some river stick shit.
Spirit plus faith.
Yes. Okay. You feel jaws clamp around you. They're like jaws that you have never seen on any kind of cat before, and nothing that sounds like what other cat's jaws would be in legend, like a lion or a tiger. This one has almost like what 2 giant fangs, almost like Tanglethorn's sword coming from its mouth, and they slice the side of you when they grasp around you, but whatever has done so has clearly done it with the intent to help you, because even though it has accidentally cut you, your body is lifted from the water and you are tossed ashore. And the second that happens, when your body hits the ground, you wake up in your body, but now you have a huge wound on the side that Slate Watcher needs to handle, like, ASAP.
Hey, Shan, what
Yeah.
the fuck do we see?
You see Moonfall's side get sliced open out of nowhere all of a sudden, and then she wakes up.
Actually, it's Slate Watcher trying to kill Moonfall in the sleep. Obviously, Moonfall is immediately, as soon as she sees that gas, she's going for her pack, going for herbs, cobwebs.
Is it like it just opens, or is it like something is dug in and there's spray?
Because it was meant to be a gentle grasp that was hurried enough that this beast's fangs got caught on Moonfall's side. It's not like a huge slash in terms of like blood spatter everywhere. Oh my god, like horror movie. It's like a puncture wound essentially.
But yeah.
Okay.
So it's not like lethal, right?
Oh, it could be. Slate Watcher.
Slate
how
Watcher's
many-
taking care of it.
Yeah, how many herbs we use in Slate Watcher? Give me how many. It's like intelligence plus medicine plus.
How bad is it? How bad does this wound look?
I'm gonna tell you right now that again, the fangs are about as big that got Moonfall are about as big as Tanglethorn's nail. So yeah, it's pretty bad.
Jesus. It's Pathcarver.
Tanglethorn, what are you doing? Gosh.
No, I'm
Oh,
trying
okay.
to keep. I'm trying to keep my head right now. It's not me. Promise, it's not me.
Can I use Medicine Lore to like try and gauge how bad this is? Like,
Yes. Go give me intelligence plus medicine with advantage.
Okay, let me. With advantage. Medicine plus intelligence. Let me double check that. It's been a while.
I feel like Moonfall's just laying there hyperventilating. I think she is still like in a state of panic from what happened in Starfire.
Brightfire, who has seen blood so much recently, just fainted at the sight of what has happened.
No.
I will put it by fire. Make sure she's okay.
What's
Oh,
the DC?
4.
Okay. 2 5s into 6.
Okay, yeah. I'm gonna DM you what picked Moonfall up.
That's cool. While Slate Watcher's treating the wound, I'm gonna try and get on eye level. Oh,
I'm gonna finally jump down and make sure Brightfire's okay. Like,
Yay.
Okay.
I'm gonna make eye contact with Moonfall and just be like, "You're back. You're okay. I don't know what happened. You're okay. Slate Watcher's taking care of it. You breathe with me. You've got this. You're fine. It's being taken care of. You're okay. You're safe."
Give her a chance to wake up.
She's hyperventilating. Slate Watcher.
Wait,
Like,
is.
calm her breathing.
Okay, I missed that part. Sorry.
Okay, I
Okay.
messaged Atheme what it was. So
Big tooth.
Do I not get to know?
you don't know. But I do actually have something for you since you survived these skill checks.
Oh,
Oh,
you get a thing.
Yeah, you get a
Congratulations.
thing.
You've been eternally marked by the dark forest.
Scotter, the power of love.
Bro, that was fucking sick.
I loved God once.
Okay, we know. Bestie.
Okay.
I loved God once. Okay. But yeah, like, just try and help Moonfall's breathing. Just like, you're okay. You're safe.
Brightfire's like waking up. She's like, is this still happening?
She
Little
fell
bit.
asleep? Oh,
No,
right,
no, she
passed
fainted. She fainted.
Okay, sorry. Slate Watcher's just so honed in on making sure Moonfall's okay that she just completely forgot about everyone else, I guess.
How loud are you guys being, by the way?
I mean, I did say I screamed, so
Okay.
Yeah, and then there's a lot of yelling with like those two
Okay.
hero types.
Iris has come over, and Winter smelled blood and has come over. They're like, Slate Watcher, what's going on? Do you need help? What's happened to Moonfall?
It's a stone teller thing. We'll explain better later. Just
Help.
she's gonna try to give Moonfall something to calm down while she's also patching up the wound.
Yeah, you have lavender and you have poppy seeds. You got a bunch of options for that.
Poppy seeds.
Okay. Oh,
Expect some poppy seeds in this cat's mouth.
giving her some opiates.
Yeah.
Hoggers.
Look,
That
we all know.
famously kills cats.
They do, but also, I think in Warrior Cats they also use like willow bark or whatever it is that ibuprofen is made out of, and ibuprofen very much so famously kills cats.
It's
So
all
like,
like a toasted, you know?
yeah.
But one seed isn't gonna kill Moonfall, it's just gonna make her high.
Amazing.
But she's,
Yeah.
I'm probably gonna say she's using 3 herbs total.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Just
Okay. Yeah.
cobwebs, poppy, and something else probably for infection.
Okay. Then
Preventing
that
it.
is going to be intelligence plus medicine plus 3d6.
So,
Once
9
like,
dice.
the other cats are coming over, any others or like the ones that are there, Tanglethorn is going to begin giving an outline of what happens
Okay.
and like kind of just trying to keep things from going out of like control.
Okay, no,
Yeah.
that's actually really good. So Iris in Winter, so Iris is like the leader now. She's like the healer leader. But even though she's a healer, Winter has like crazy like afterlife powers, and and like the dead can speak through Winter, and
What's the DC?
4.
Okay. 2 6s and 2 5s.
Okay, perfect. You mend up the wound, and you actually ask Brightfire very quickly if you can borrow her cactus needle, and you are so dexterous with it, you manage to stitch Moonfall up with the cobwebs.
This cat just invented stitching.
Yeah, you just
I love it.
you literally just invented stitches.
She's like, hey, I've seen her doing that with the armor. I could do that with the skin, you know?
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
totally
you're
something
like, oh my god, I can do
fine."
that with cobwebs. Yeah, so you just invented stitches. Congratulations.
Yay, that's cool.
Yeah, and so Tanglethorn is telling this to Iris and Winter is like, you know, I've had seizures before like that too. Huh,
Really?
yes.
Did you wake up with like injuries of what you sustained in that space? Because I mean, like literally, they just appered on her. And then she was
No,
hyperventilating.
no, it's when I go, there's like this river, and there's cats on the other side, and I want to talk to them, but it's a really fast river. One time I nearly fell in, and I got my paw wet, and I woke up and it was wet.
Right. Interesting.
Iris is like excuse, and like kind of like whispers, "Excuse him. I'm sorry if that was insensitive or wrong. Winter's
No,
always had some weird powers. We don't know what he does."
I think Tangle kind of looks back at Moonfall and looks back at Winter and goes, "You are assuredly a stone teller, and you just don't know it yet."
What's a stone teller?
I'm good. It's ooh.
You've asked one of the worst people to explain
Oh,
this.
Yeah. If you're gonna
so-
explain, give me intelligence plus tradition with disadvantage.
Honestly, but here's what I'm gonna say, right? I'm just gonna straight up say it. I don't think Tanglethorn, like even without rolling, I just don't think he knows what Stone Teller actually does.
Can Blake come in and explain? Because
Yeah.
it
like-
feels like letting the himbo and the herbo do math in the moment.
Like literally, like
You can heal, but like they
you
don't
can
heal.
you can see the tiny cats in Tangle's head just walking around in a circle, and he's just like, it's so.
Yeah.
it's,
Flight, come explain to Winter.
It's a special kind of cat. They
Thank you.
live as outcasts, but they have powers from StarClan. It's not all too different from a healer, but it's something more potent. Something like a bind. that ties them. Almost like you can learn to be a medicine cat, to be a healer, but you have to be born a stone teller.
Winter kind of considers this, and they just look very thoughtful, and they're like, then why do I have these powers if I've never been able to get in contact with StarClan? They're always across the river.
I think Flight thinks back on.
It's because Winter's agnostic, but they don't know that.
Jesus Christ. I think Flight thinks about the conversation with in the Wildcat Woods that she had. I think we're closer than you might think to StarClan.
Huh. Okay. I'll keep that in mind. I may not be able to talk to them, but I hope that they can send you on your journey safely. And he kind of looks like over at Moonfall, and he's like, safely as possible.
Yeah.
Yeah. That was whew.
Moonfall, you are okay now. You might be in shock, but you are completely fine. Slate Watcher
yeah.
just invented stitches.
Thank you, Slay Watcher. Also, can I disappear for like 3 minutes because my parents are banging at my door?
Yeah, we can actually
Yeah,
take
no
a
worries.
quick break. Let's take a break right now.
Yeah, sure. Let's
Yeah.
take a break and just digest.
The
everything.
only thing that Blackflight has said that's not depressing is just like, I can't watch this man embarrass himself any further.
He's embarrassed himself enough.
I
Not
went-
mercy.
Like I was sitting in the moment, and I was like, "Oh, roll this," and I'm like, I just don't think he knows this. Like, he's never really been like a super big brother.
I went to
You've
Catholic
looked
school.
at. Hang on, let me pull up who. I'm not even remembering in the moment. I'm like, who's ThunderClan's Stone Teller?
Taglethorn doesn't know.
Yeah. Oh, there's Stone Teller's Willow Song. I'm like, Taglethorn has never spoken to Willow Song in his entire
100%.
life.
It's the cat that does the weird shit sometimes, you know? Like that.
Yeah, no,
He
like,
has no right to judge Moonfall. What the fuck?
yeah, no, like that is definitely one of the cats that he is like he knows the majority of FunClan cats. Like, it's not any that he doesn't know, but like, there's definitely one of the ones that's like,
You know everybody except Willow
Willow
Song.
Song. That is a cat in ThunderClan, yes. And he's like, you could tell me that she wasn't there, and I would believe you. Yeah, no, that was
That's fucking crazy.
that was a fucking nuts thing that just happened. Holy shit!
Oh yeah, and that's only the start of the nut shit that's about to happen. I'm gonna take a
Oh,
quick
boy.
break
Oh, boy,
to
I'm gonna go
refill
get
my
tea then.
water. Yeah.
Hear me out. That's not my problem. I don't have to deal with any of it.
Yes, you do. You're part of the
No,
team.
I don't. No, I
yes,
don't.
you are. Yes,
I'm
you
too
do.
busy. I'm busy.
What the fuck do you mean you're
Function-
busy, bro? What do you mean?
Unless
busy?
Shan mentions me in her notes, that's not my problem.
Oh my fuck! What do you not think that you're gonna appear in the notes at all?
Yeah, I don't appear in the notes.
Hey, bestie, did you did what everyone else? Did you send Shan your worst fear and everything?
Yeah, that's not my problem.
You're gonna be in the fucking notes then.
That's not my problem. At least I know. At least I know who my stone teller is.
Look, I'm just saying that up till
Can
now.
you name who your deputy is?
Yeah, I can know who my deputy
Who is it? Don't pull up the Google Doc. Who is it? Who is the ThunderClan deputy?
See, I know. Fuck. I know it starts with a T. I know it starts with a T.
Mm-hmm.
There's Thistlefly, there's Renfeather, there's Barkheart.
This is we bully each other on our like knowing of the lore.
Okay, maybe I don't remember my deputy. To be fair, I don't think Tangle would have many conversations with the deputy. They probably have worked together.
The deputy assigns every patrol, so like he would have to
Yeah.
talk to them. It's like sending an email to your manager every
boss.
day.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah, no. Bro. No. So Moonfall also got something out of that?
Yes.
Oh boy.
You guys know.
I do know. I will say, despite knowing that, I think the only deputy I know is River Clans because they have like the otter prefix, and I thought that was really cute.
It was very cute. Bro. Ugh.
Oh, you should know. Shadow Clans. Come on
I do.
now. Okay.
I do.
I was like,
it's
that's
Ice
Heather.
Claw.
Yeah, it's Heather Leaf's mate.
I should probably sit down at some point and go through like each of the Thunder Clan cats that are listed there and just decide what Tangle thinks of them.
My favorite one is Robin Fluff, the mediator.
Yeah, I love
I'm a-
that. Oh,
I need to
man.
make a relationship chart with Shadow Clan, but it's just so I can put the the line between Copper Step and Blacklight.
I still love Sneak.
You make
Still
one
love
with
Sneak.
Shadow Clan, and it's like,
Why do you all hate?
Blackflight is like, why do you all hate me? And it's kind of like, at least with Rose Star, and I'm probably thinking like Sunstorm, Nightflower, and maybe like the apprentices like Canary Paw and Dark Paw, like, oh, cool book, Blackflight, like cool binder. It's like they all hate me. Yeah.
Oh man.
Oh man.
You know, those conversations at the beginning went better than I thought. I thought that could have gone a lot worse.
It'll get worse. Don't worry.
Don't say that.
You know
bro.
how I am with PCs that are consumed by grief.
Yeah, I do. Please don't try and kill another cat, please.
I have a D4.
Oh,
Says you.
bro, please. I don't want to fight Blackflight. I'd be so sad. Ugh. But no, I think yeah. Obviously, we still have a lot of a lot to get back to, but I feel like I feel like progress was made.
Progress was made, and you guys are about to go somewhere freaky.
I can't wait. I'm gonna go get another Pepsi because after watching Moonfall suddenly start bleeding, I need one. So I'll be right back.
Hear me out.
Did anyone die?
Yeah, Tanglethorn did.
Oh. Old age?
Yeah, old ass man.
Hello, I'm back.
Welcome back.
Is there anyone in Shadow Clan with the tiger prefix? I think that'd be funny. Hold on.
Yes, there is.
That's kind of funny. We got look, close it up. Welcome Black Star, close it up.
Yeah,
Welcome back 1 star.
We get a Black Star and a Tiger Star. We have Tiger Sight. They are a warrior. I gave them orange eyes originally, and then I was like, oh, this description is literally just Tiger Claw.
I thought Tiger Claw had green eyes.
No, Tiger Claw has amber eyes.
Oh, fuck me. Who am I thinking of?
All of the Tiger clones do.
I know.
Yeah.
I know Hawk
Hawk
Frost doesn't.
Frost has blue eyes. I think Light Leap, who is the most recent Tiger clone, I think she might have green eyes.
Maybe.
I'm like, they finally made a fucking female Tiger clone, and they didn't do anything with her.
Yeah, I don't know if you guys just don't remember or weren't old enough or involved enough.
Bum
Bitty, 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 bum,
Hey.
bum.
That's how I feel. That's how I feel with the Tanglethorn conversations, and then Slate Watcher just going, "Are you gay?"
Literally, though.
Well, she didn't ask if he was gay. She asked if he was mates with Tiger Star. There's a slight difference.
Oh my god, I put in the unofficial Warrior Cats TTRPG channel. I was like, guys, Pan and Tanglethorn just got confirmed this very second in game, and like all caps in the huge font. And everybody was like, yeah! I was like, Slate Watcher, he made Joshi canon.
That's fucking crazy!
I know. Hime Joshi, Slate Watcher.
Fujoshi, Slate Watcher is
Fujoshi,
crazy.
Fujoshi, Slate Watcher. Well, Hime Joshi also. She could ask Blacklight and Brave.
Yeah, she's pretty sure those two are.
What's going on?
There's something going on there.
Yeah. Blacklight, how do you feel about being in a half clan relationship when you're half clan yourself?
I think I'd rather kill myself.
And Brightfire would be like, oh my gosh, we're friends? You think I'm your friend?
Yeah, I'm a girl, and I'm also your friend. You're right.
Oh, okay, I'm back. Hello, sorry.
Welcome back.
Oh my fucking god, Fime.
I need an MF couple, please. Someone.
Oh, that's funny.
Oh, Bell and Scourge.
Bella
Bell
and
and Skull.
Fucking
Bell and
god.
Skull.
Send me their art, Shan, so I can add them.
Okay. I'm trying to think, do we have any other MF couples? Oh, Vervain Star and Firestorm.
Slate Watcher doesn't know them well enough, sorry. They don't exist.
I see no difference. Love is fucking crazy. This is a crazy image to make.
It's very funny, though.
I need to make that. Oh my god.
It's very funny.
Hang on, I'll send you Skull and Bell's avatars. Hang on.
Yeah, we gotta get all of the cats in there.
Jesus
This is an
Christ.
insane image.
It is.
Hang on. Where's their tokens?
I need y'all to know, my heart was racing having to do all those fucking rolls.
God, yeah.
I can't imagine.
We would just watch until she suddenly, like,
Yeah.
was dying in real life.
Yeah, here's Bell and and Skull.
Yay!
Yeah, I'll Slate Watcher.
This is what happens when you have to be celibate because you're the healer.
Oh my god.
There was somebody who followed on Twitter for a long time that was like, that whose display name was Hime Joshi Leafpool because of Leafpool being encouraging of Squirrel Flight and Moonlight hanging out.
Dance if you gay, Bruce!
Dance if you gay, Bruce!
Bro, that whole conversation with Slate Watcher, what was it, fucking... Fujoshi Slate Watcher saw that Saturn typed that in the chat and I'd like lost my shit. For like a few seconds there, I had to fucking... Oh, god.
Dance if you gay, Bruce!
Oh, boy. Right. Hopefully nothing bad happens. From this point onwards, it's all sunshine and rainbow.
Buddy, why? You know better.
I already said it's gonna be the Eldritch Nightmare session, okay? Look, I'm just trying to be hopeful.
This just makes the fact that Renfeather keeps trying to get with Tanglethorn so much funnier. It's not that he's too busy or he's like too busy moping. It's that he's fucking gay.
Hold on. I have the perfect clip for this. Let me find it real quick.
fuck is going on over there? I just hit Crispy.
We'll be
Nuh-uh.
watching TikToks. I'll pull mine up.
No.
Wait, are we all back, actually?
Yes.
Yeah, we're all back.
Okay. Okay, TikTok time over. Okay, we are resuming. What were we doing?
Wait, hold on 1 second. I'm trying to find this clip that perfectly explains staying with her.
That's fucking crazy. Look, I'm not on the notes. I know I'm the first bullet, but otherwise I'm not on the notes, so I'm good.
Listen, I'm halfway through my notes.
See? What I'm hearing is Saturn is safe.
No, because we're about to go to Redacted.
Redacted.
If I railroad you guys, you guys can choose where to go. But I have a place I would really like you to go because I have maps prepared.
That's not my problem.
What's her name? Renfeather?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I drew a picture of her once of her smoking a cigarette.
Yes. Because the two fucking male cats in her life are both fucking idiots.
There you go. This encapsulates the vibe.
As you were talking oh, we're not interested in her.
She's like, oh, we're not interested in her. Oh my god. Okay.
Unfortunately, he's brought about Pan, so
So, okay, we left off. You guys just had told what a stone teller was, and he says he hopes that StarClan can still reach y'all on your journey. So, it is the next morning. You guys, Moonfall has survived. Slate Washer invented stitches. Where do you want to go?
Did I sleep at all that night?
No. But
Sick.
it's been two weeks, so I'm still counting it as a long rest.
Did Move? You said Moveville got something out of that, right?
Yeah.
Oh, okay? That's been shared, has it?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Damn it! What the whole thing was?
No, it's secret. Both
Yeah.
Atheme and Quinn got secrets. Sorry.
That's
you know
fine.
how it is.
Oh no, yeah,
I'm sure
I
you'll
know
find
how
out
it is.
eventually.
Someone with secrets, I get it. Yeah. So I think that next morning, then I imagine we gather.
Yes.
How is Moonfall looking? Like, how is she doing?
She feels tired, probably, but
I imagine
she's not
so.
bleeding out anywhere. In fact, it's
Which
fine.
is good. Like, what's her body language looking like at this point?
Tense as fuck.
Mm-hmm.
I think she's maybe a little, not like super like paranoia mode, but she's maybe a little jumpy with like
Ish.
really loud noises and situations.
Okay. Seeing Moonfall like that, I'll kind of look to the others then and be like, so, where should we go from here then? We're all rested, we're wounds taken care of, where's our next destination?
You wanted to go to the Sundrown place, right?
Because I believe that's where the
prophecy.
word.
Yeah.
Oh, thank you, Shan. Mysterious voice of StarClan. I believe that's where the prophecy was speaking of, correct? I believe that's where we
I
came
mean,
to.
I think so. I'm not really good with StarClan.
Day breaks where both moon and sun drown.
Mm-hmm.
That makes sense.
And
Supposedly-
Iris looks at you guys like everybody's come over to kind of like say goodbye. And Vixie's like, the Sundrown place is west of here. None of us have ever been there.
Right. Anything to mention about the journey west, though, that we should keep in mind?
Oh, yes! This time it's whiny. Excuse me. Pretzel speaks up. He has a new blue shiny collar, kind of like what Belle had. Has a bow on it.
Fuck.
Pretzel is like, so, you know how there's a wildcat forest to the south and to the north of here? There's also one to the west. But it's different than the ones to the north and the south. They say those who come in never go out. Ooh. And he like does like a little spooky motion with his paws, and Briar's like, dude, don't be lame. And
Slate Watcher is very unafraid, but she is trying not to be disrespectful to Pretzel.
Briar's like, it is true though, like nobody who ever goes in comes out. It's kind of freaky. That's why none of us have ever been to the Sundrawn place. We don't dare to try.
You said there were wildcats there?
Supposedly.
Cool. Is that the best way to get to the Sundrown place, though?
From here, I know sometimes Hayseed gets to go to Hopsfield when he gets into his Two Legs truck. I'm sorry. Sorry. Monster. He gets in the monster. He rides on the monster.
I'm glad he's still alive.
Truly, that is incredible feat of skill.
Yeah, he rides on the monster, and that way he can get to Hopsfield without going through the forest. But for us here, that is the only way to go.
Right.
There is a bridge south that you could go the long way around near the laboratory, but the bridge is broken.
Right. Well, I believe we have our course set for us then. Ooh. I'm sure it can't be worse than what we've already had to deal with, right? Right?
Sure.
Well, we'll deal with it as it comes.
That doesn't fill me with confidence, right?
No, you're right. Our clan leaders asked us... Your clan leaders asked you guys to do this. So we need to go ahead and do it. We've seen what the Lost can do, what happens to them. We have to keep going.
I'll let that happen anywhere else.
The Sundrawn place seems to be our best lead, so...
And Tangle will look to like all of the alley cats and just thank you for your hospitality. You have been very kind to us in the wake of that battle, and I can only wish the best for you and yours in the coming nights and days.
And Iris just dips her head. She's like, you guys have saved us. We didn't have hope before you arrived. I hope one day that we can truly repay your kindness in turn. And Briar kind of points back at Blackflight. She's like, one day you gotta take me to Shadow Clan. You promised. Blackflight did not promise.
We'll try and see if we can come back on our way back to the plans. And hopefully we can trade some stories.
And I think at that, Tangle will stop. We'll begin the march.
Okay.
I'm just gonna give a bow to them all and just begin the walk.
Okay. I'm gonna show you guys where you're headed.
Oh boy.
When did I promise to bring her to Shadow Clan?
And
didn't.
Brightfire kind of leans over. She's like, I don't think you did. I think Briar's just making shit up.
I think she just really wants
Briar's just hoping. None of us remember this.
You guys are going this way.
Yep. I'm sure nothing bad will happen to us.
Yeah, are you ready?
You keep saying that.
Nothing bad ever
Yeah, I
happens.
think it's gonna make it.
Nothing bad ever happens to the Found Life.
Yeah.
What the fuck is that?
Get out of my head! Akira!
You guys enter this forest, and it's almost like... Hang on, I gotta change my music.
Oh,
No, you don't have to.
So the second you enter this forest, it's like it's alive in a way that you guys have never quite seen a forest behave. The second you put your paw steps just beyond Sweetwater's borders, and it seems so far away, and you walk into this mist-covered forest, it's like the clouds and the mist and the fog swallow you up, and you can no longer see Sweetwater from where you are.
Where are we on the
overworld map?
Yeah.
You're like right here. Like you guys just got across a bridge into this forest. Okay.
Yeah.
We're like barely in this bitch. Okay.
Yeah.
I think as we're walking, Tangle will kind of speak up and just. It's been a while since. It feels odd to be this far away from the clans.
Oh. Did not mean to draw a bright fire.
It feels odd in a way. I almost
Only
like.
just realizing.
Almost, I suppose. Like. This is. In the time it takes to get back, I might be staring at a completely different place to where I left it. I don't know, musing. Just.
Oh, don't talk like that, Haglethorn. We'll get back soon.
Oh, no, that did come out a little bit more negative than intended. You're right. I suppose, yeah, just a little homesick.
Brightfire's like, it's so dark in here. Is this what ShadowClan is like, Blackflight?
A little, yeah.
Oh, cool. I'm gonna go hunting. I'm gonna roll to hunt.
Wait! If it's really like ShadowClan, there'll be eagles around.
Eagles. You worry too much. I have to deal with rattlesnakes and condors. Do you know how big a condor is?
How big is a condor?
It's bigger than a fox. Imagine a fox that flies.
That just sounds like an abomination.
Sweetwater is not watching the sky, just to be safe.
I'm gonna do intelligence plus pounce. And I'm gonna do it.
Intelligence?
Yeah, I know. Poor Brightfire. And she's gonna like pounce into these like brambles here. 6, 6, 1, 2. Okay, so she successfully pounces into the brambles, and now I'm gonna say she's gonna have to roll bite to get whatever mouse was in there.
Are these like brambles and thorns around here?
Yeah.
Tangleform is giving those a very wide berth.
Tanglethorn is.
Oh yeah, she kills this mouse, and she like comes up. She's like, "Look what I caught!" She's like, "See, no hawks."
That hopefully stays that way.
In this spooky forest, are there any cobwebs?
Yeah, there's also mushrooms around. Who wants to? If you want to examine the area, give me intelligence plus ponder.
Herbs?
Hell yeah, I'll do it.
Could I assist Moonfall in her search?
Yes.
And I'd say I'd help by like kind of, because help with like peeling back some of the brambles and such, like where she needs to like search in specific areas. Yeah, that's what I would do.
Okay, Blackflight.
I think Blackflight kind of bounces off on her own
Okay.
Like the big, like is the beginning too. if
What are
no
you
one will
looking
stop
for?
her. Just looking around, because I don't know. I think just a permanent cat flight has a permanent bad feeling all the time. you
Okay,
know?
I'm gonna message you something.
Oh God,
Ooh.
don't do
That's
that.
what you get for doing a vibe check.
please. Why me? I see our DMs.
I'm sure you'll be fine.
You're in their DMs. We're out here looking for mushrooms.
And cobwebs.
And cobwebs.
Okay, messaged.
Cobwebs. Beloved cobwebs.
Can I do a further vibe check?
Yeah, you sure can.
I like the way Saturn said
Wow,
that.
who's surprised that Blacklight isn't like reporting that something's weird? Who's surprised? Not me.
I love that Slate Watcher's the one that's scared of the condors coming out, and we all spread away from her.
A little bit.
You guys are just sick of her. How dare you be such a pretentious med school student? You bended stitches. Shame on you.
Poor
That's-
Brightfire mentioned condors, which also only are in canyon-like areas, so it's like they're not here. But anyway, what? Sorry.
That's a 5 successes.
Okay, I'm gonna message
Some of
you
them
again.
were 6. 2 of them were 6s.
I'm gonna message you again.
I don't stop it. I know no wanna. How about that?
Okay.
And then Shan, do I find anything with a 2 2s, a 3, 2 4s, and a 6?
Yeah, you find some cobwebs and you find some medicinal mushroom. Well, you don't know if they're medicinal or not. They are. They also could be very poisonous, but you just like you find them.
Just put them out to Slate Watcher and she hopefully knows.
Yeah.
As like I'm kind of helping Moonful with that, I do take a moment just to be like, are you alright?
I'm fine.
I've noticed.
I don't want to talk about it right now.
Okay. Just and like he'll kind of hold a bramble so it doesn't like hit her and just. Okay, but if you do want to, I'm here. We're all here.
Okay. Thank you.
Brightfire's still like trying to hunt. And she's like scratching her claws on some bark. She's like, just so we can find our way back.
That's actually a very good idea. I didn't think about that, and that
Good idea.
probably was something I should have done. How's Flight doing? Because she's gone a bit quiet.
Saturn did not like what I messaged.
I think, like, you know, seeing Moonfall is kind of handing off to Slate Watcher. Brightfire is kind of doing that. Tangle's gonna just move and just be like, Blackflight, are you alright? What's wrong?
Just exploring.
Can I do some kind of check because her voice sounded off?
Yeah,
seemed
give me
right.
intelligence plus listen.
Plus listen? Cool.
Mhm.
So it's still just 3. Wow. That's a 6 and a 5.
Okay. Saturn, how does Blackflight feel about the information that I messaged you?
She doesn't like feel good about it. Like it's not like, oh my god, free cake for everyone. That's amazing. But it's not like the worst thing that she's ever been told. It's like a very neutral.
Is
It's
it
like-
something that's at the very least uncomfortable?
More confused than uncomfortable.
Got you. Okay, no worries. Then I think he's just going to, once you've gathered up everything, everyone, let's stick together and move forward. Let's just keep moving.
Alright. If you guys
Sorry,
are
Claudia.
done
Oh, no.
exploring, I would like somebody to roll for the table.
I'll do it.
Okay.
I'm not fucking rolling in for the table.
Roll 1d20.
7.
Okay.
We step on the landmine and die.
Okay.
Yeah.
was I gonna say?
I'm thinking. Hang on.
How many? I guess you'll do the herbs later for.
Uh-oh, music's changing.
Oh no.
Uh-oh.
Oh boy.
Beer.
Hag's hut. Okay.
You hear in the distance, Sister! Sister! Help
What
me!
Oh, fuck.
Tangle.
Only Blackflight hears this.
Oh no, that's even worse. Light.
Here's that?
Hear what?
Sister! He's got me! I need
Blackflight.
you!
Blackflight, what are you hearing?
Nothing.
It's not nothing. I just saw your fur stand on end.
What? You just asked me if I heard anything. You're hearing something. What are you hearing?
And Tanglethorn, as you
Mm,
hear that,
Okay.
say that, you hear a help! Help! And it's the voice of an apprentice you once knew and you know is no longer on this earth.
Tanglethorn full on freezes and like looks at Blackflight like he's just seen a ghost.
Oh, so when you start hearing things, and we don't question you.
No, I hear it.
So Watcher's gonna try to
That-
smell, see if she can smell anything.
That's not possible.
Okay, Slate Watcher, give me intelligence plus smell. Actually, no, give me spirit plus smell.
Okay, I actually roll them. My first roll is better, thanks, Shan. What's the DC for?
4, yeah.
Okay, 3 successes and 1.
Okay. You hear a... Oh, Slate Watcher.
Oh.
You think that I'm going to let you live after what you did to me?
Oh.
After what you did to Skull?
So Watcher's ears kind of just like go down, very much displeased. And I think we're hearing those who have passed on.
That's
I don't know if they're. She looks around, like trying to see if she can see any glimpse of anything, but
Hang on, I just rolled something for myself. Okay.
oh, that's always fun. Thank you.
Hang on. Brightfire's like, no. No, it's not those who have passed on. That can't be it. Because she hears, what do you mean? You came back empty-pawed. You are a failure. It's just like I said, that this mission was futile. You are no daughter of mine.
Everyone,
You hear someone that you know is still alive.
stay together.
Yeah,
Says the one that's farthest away from the party. Gosh.
I heard, I heard, as she's shaking.
This isn't real. This can't be real.
And Moonfall,
Iki, I was about to ask, what am I seeing? Because everyone else is freaking out.
you hear a voice that goes, and this is why I will always be better than you, be the better warrior than you.
Oh.
Yeah, her ear is also kind of flat, and she kind of lowers herself to the ground. She's
Okay.
looking around for the source.
What direction are you all hearing this from? And is it the same direction as everyone else? Can I like try and asking that question, can we try-
Everybody roll intelligence plus ponder. and then tell me what you get. Yep.
Transponder?
Mm-hmm.
Holy fucking shit!
I don't like it when you make those noises, Aestus.
No, this is good. This is really good.
Okay.
This is really good.
I'll get some DC 4.
Mm-hmm.
3 successes and a
6.
2 success, two crits, so 2 6s, a 4 and a 5.
Okay, what did you get, Saturn?
2 6s.
Okay. You can all discern where the sound is coming from. Tanglethorns is up north. Brightfire's is west. Moonfalls is east. Slate Watchers is south. And Brightfire does not know where hers came from.
Well,
Okay.
obviously.
I think
We should stay together.
even if Flight knows that there's a chance that this isn't real, I kind of want to dash. I
was hoping you would say that. Are you gonna go?
Oh, thank you. Thank you, Blackflight, for not listening.
You know that TikTok of Matt Mercer going, so you're dropping your form, and he like is rubbing his hands together and smiling.
Yeah.
That's me right now.
Well, no,
so you're
suddenly
going,
I don't want
so you're
to.
going, so you're going west.
well, suddenly I don't want to.
I think
Okay, well, now let's play the character choice because we're playing a TTRPG.
if you're gonna dash off,
I will say Brightfire will follow you.
Technically, Archer said we should stick together, not we should stay completely still.
yeah. I think, yeah, I'll
I think,
wait.
okay,
and say what
I think hearing a voice she hasn't heard in so long, she's just gonna look at Tanglethorn and go, I can't ignore him, and run.
I understand.
You're going west.
Are we all gonna follow, or is anyone gonna stay?
That's not
That's
west. That's east.
Oh my god, that's embarrassing. That's gonna be in the video. That's embarrassing.
My favorite thing is that you commonly make this mistake and
I'm
right.
very bad at it.
Who else is going west then?
So is
Sight
Brightfire
Watcher's
is
gonna follow.
yeah.
Moonfall?
We're coming from this side of the map. Yeah.
I think it's a very Flight doesn't care if you can keep up situation, so good luck.
Moonfall, your option is like to stay behind or to follow. I'm sorry.
I know.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, I guess if Tanglethorn goes, she's not sticking around by herself. She'll follow too.
Tanglethorn goes north.
Okay, Tanglethorn
What
goes
the
north.
what?
Okay, we're splitting the party. I love it. Okay. We're gonna do two things. Okay, so we are gonna have Tanglethorn and Moonfall. Please put your tokens on this map. We are gonna do two separate instances of the party.
I feel like
Alright.
Sight Watcher like goes after Blacklight because that's when she expected to run off, and then
Yeah.
she looks back a little bit later and she's like, "Wait, where are the other two?"
Okay.
Mhm.
But at that point, it's like, "Oh shit, what do I do?"
All right.
I can't just go
Why is it
Oh my
us
God.
two?
Okay, Tanglethorn and
about to, like,
Moonfall, who
so
wants
much
to
worse.
roll a D20 for the table, and Slate Watcher and Blackflight, who wants to roll a D20 for the table.
Do you feel
After
like
I roll-
rolling or should I?
After I roll, if you want to roll the d20,
I guess it's my turn.
okay,
I'll
yeah,
roll.
I'll also be right back. I'm sorry.
Okay, you're good.
You're fine. I'll roll for us. 20.
Oh, I said I was going to.
I'll go for it then, yeah. No worries. I had to dig out D20 anyway, so yeah, go for it. And then...
5.
18.
Okay, you guys are going first.
Okay.
Oh shit.
Okay.
Oh, is that all it was? Okay, fine. That works out because Saturn had to stop away anyways.
So,
This is awful.
you guys head north, and ahead, there's like shimmering will-o-wisps.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sorry, my art's bad when it's the mouse.
Oh, you're fine, bro. You're fine.
Goofy. I should have prepared tokens for this. And they turn into cats you know. They turn into Timberpaw and Swiftfeather.
Not a fan. of them.
You don't see the will-o-wisps turn into them, by the way. So it looks like they're just hanging out here.
Yeah.
Timberpaw is... There's gashes all over him. And there is a tight bramble vine that looks so tight around his neck, it looks like it is possibly choking him. And he's like, you were supposed to be watching me. You were supposed to have trained me. And you failed me just like you have failed these cats with you right now. And Swiftfeather looks over at Moonfall. This is not the Swiftfeather that she knows back home, whose eyes are red and he is one of the lost. This is as he is normally. And he's like, I'm always better than you. You had to be a stone teller simply because you got injured. You weren't even picked out to be a stone teller the right way. You are a failure, Moonfall.
Oh boy.
Yeah, that's how I feel right now.
Yeah, I think.
Guys having fun? Sounds like you're having fun.
I think like.
Real quick,
in
does
a
it matter which will-o-wisp is which?
I'm gonna write. Hang on. I'm gonna write. This one is T for Tanglethorns, and this one is M for Moonfalls.
Thank you.
TM.
I think, like, you know how, like, sometimes when when you've broken a bone, and, like, the seasons change, like, that begins to ache. I think the scar across Tangle's bad eye begins to sting like it's fresh. And he's staring at this form, and I think deep down inside of him, there's a part of him that's like, yeah, you deserve to see this. This is what you deserved to see when you touched that stone. What feels like moons and moons ago now. This is what you deserved to see. You didn't deserve to see what you saw. This is what you deserve. And I think he can't even look this Timberpaw in the eye. He is currently staring at the grass below him. He's trying to figure out what to say, but he hasn't got there yet.
It's funny that you say that because Moonfall's scarred eye also aches, and she has a similar sort of shame. She kind of, like, her fur on her back bristles, but instead of like stepping forward, she kind of steps back a little bit. Like, she looks like she's taking like an aggressive position, but she's also not getting any closer.
More will-o-wisps appear around you.
Oh no.
Are you sure?
Yeah, I'm so sure.
Love this, Russ. Oh yay, there's one for both of us, Quinn.
And this one, that's lower than further south than Timberpaw, Tanglethorn, turns into Lost Heart.
Oh.
And he's like, so, you think you have me figured out? You think I'm possessed? Oh, it's so funny. What if I just hate my sister? What if you're just an idiot? And the one near Moonfall turns into Tanglethorn and says, your powers come from the dark forest. You are no stone teller. You're an abomination. You're going to kill us all.
I think Tanglethorn stares at Moonfall.
Do they see each other's
Yes, they do.
Okay, have fun with that, guys.
I think Tanglethorn stares at Moonfall, but it's not any anger or malice. I think there is a genuine sadness in his expression, as I think in that moment he realizes that he sowed that seed a long time ago. And I think that's the moment that gets him to just shake out of that rut he's in, and he steps forward and he looks to Lost Heart first. And he takes a deep breath and goes, Maybe you're right. Maybe you're beyond saving. But you don't have hope in something for no reason, and as bitter as a pill it might be to swallow, that she might have to kill you someday. I'm gonna hold out hope that your family can be reunited and unbroken.
What's
Maybe
a
that's
pill?
foolish. Oh, it's something Slate Watcher told me about.
Slate Watcher invented meds. Oh my god. Slate Watcher invented Big Pharma. Confirmed.
But-
This is
but-
canon.
It's canon now.
You're welcome, guys. Slate Watcher's just acknowledging the medical stats.
Y'all need some
Regard-
oxytocin.
Regardless of what the you in front of me now has to say to me, it's not my choice what happens to you ultimately, but your sister's. So I'm going to hold out hope that someday you'll be able to be a family again. But for the you in front of me right now, I don't have any more words left to say to you.
You don't hate
want-
me. You don't want to kill me, but you're so good at killing.
I know. And I'm going to probably have to keep killing, because that's what I'm good at.
And as you say that will-o-wisp disappears. It just,
I'll look-
the form fades and it turns into this like blue like flame like thing, and the flame like burns up into the atmosphere.
And then I take a deep breath and I begin to walk towards this twisted form of Timberpaw, and I look at the bramble around his neck, and it takes me back to that day and how it felt to fall and to keep falling, and how because of me 2 cats died that day. And I look at Timberpaw and I just, part of me wishes you had appeared like this to me a long time ago, because well and truly I hate myself for what happened to you. And in my head, at one point, I would have believed I deserved this, but I know Timberpaw now, and he does not hold this aggression towards me. He does not hate me like you say that you do. There is no want to hurt me. And as much as that would have been what I wanted, and as much as that would have freed me, that is not what awaits me. You are just an illusion. You are not going to be able to hurt me any more than that day did. So I say this with every fiber of my being. Be gone from this place and do not hurt me or my friends any longer.
He hisses, and it is a ferocious snarl that almost comes from a much larger cat. And this will-o-wisp too. The illusion fades, and all that is left is the blue fire, and it burns up into the atmosphere.
And I think Tanglethorn's head lowers, and you and a Moonfall would be able to see tears begin to drip down his one good eye.
Moonfall, on the other hand, is still like slowly sort of like backing up. And she's just kind of muttering to herself, just stop, shut up. But she's very clearly shaken. And does not have the resolve that Tanglethorn does.
I'm gonna say that the will-o-wisps are starting to encroach on her. They have both moved, let me see. Yeah. Yeah, they both moved 35 feet closer. So they're both, like, right here.
Precisely.
Actually, no, they're right here and right here.
Right here.
Yeah. And Swiftfeather is like, I should have put an end to your misery a long time ago. You're never gonna be a warrior, and look at you, you're not even a good stone teller. StarClan has to lie to you for you to believe that you're worth something. And Tanglethorn is here as like, I'm here to put an end to the darkness. And he has Path Carver drawn now.
Oh no. I'm going to step in front of where the other tangle is, with Path Carver draw on my own, but I'm not making any move to try and I'm here in case he lunges, and I will just kind of, as I'm standing there, I will kind of just look, my eye will kind of look back to Moonfall and say, I don't believe that. As much as part of you might think that, I don't believe that you are darkness. I was scared, Moonfall. I didn't understand what it was and I was scared. And that's it, okay? I want to trust you. I want to be friends with you. I'm not scared of you. I don't think you need to be stopped. You can beat this. You are stronger than this. You have done things that no other cat could ever do that I've met. You are stronger than both of these things. You can do this. And I'm just staring down this version of myself.
I think with the real Tanglethorns, where I think Moonfall is very able to tell that he's not lying, at least from what she can tell. He seems genuine. I think it's enough to make her stop backing up, and even though she's still kind of lingering near Tanglethorn, she feels a little bit more capable of first taking on the false Tangle. So we'll see, she's gonna move up to stand right next to Tanglethorn. I wish I had a cool speech planned.
I did.
She'll look at the false Tanglethorn. She'll just be like, sorry, I'm trying to how to phrase it.
No worries.
She says something along the lines of like, you hear that? It seems that you've maybe gathered some wrong information. For once, I guess I'm inclined to trust in someone that I consider a friend instead of wishing to isolate myself. So if what Tanglethorn says is true by his every fiber of his being, then it must be true. So I'm not scared of you.
And
Do your worst.
The wisp kind of sits back. She's Path Carver and nods, and the illusion drops its form. It turns back into a blue flame and it burns up into the atmosphere.
Okay. She's going to look to Tanglethorn now as she looks at the wisp of her brother. She's not asking him of anything. She's just, I think in this moment, he is an anchor for her. And so even just looking at him, she feels a little bit safer, even though this is probably the one interaction that she never in her life has wanted.
He kind of nods at her and just, you got this. You got this.
She takes a shaky breath. She moves over to the side to look at. She'll move right here, be like right in front of him. She'll look at her brother. She'll say, I know we have never gotten along. It has always been the worst sort of relationship between us. And I just, I've spent so long being afraid of you and and being afraid of myself, and there have been so many times that I've wanted to talk to you. I've been so scared and so lonely without you, but I've just never found the right way to come to you about it. And I I guess you can harbor all the hate in your heart for me that you want or that you need to. I don't care. When the moon falls and the sun rises, you are still my brother. And I will always love you and I will always be here for you. And I will do anything in my power to make sure that you are safe.
The illusion looks at you and he tilts his head and he's like, I hope you were able to tell that to me if you were able to wake me up.
I hope so
And
too.
the illusion drops and it turns into a blue flame, which burns up into the atmosphere again. And now you guys are met with an empty field.
I'll look at Moonfall and I feel like for a moment, there are questions that want to be asked, but instead he just goes, the others. And he turns to go try and find the others.
She breathes a heavy sigh of relief and then follows him.
Okay.
Thank God we don't have to talk about this.
Thank you.
Oh, thank
No
God,
talking
I don't have to
about
be
my
in tune with my
trauma.
emotions. Let's go.
Not right now.
Okay,
Not right now. Things are
while
happening.
that is happening, we are over here in this forest with all three girly pops hearing different things. We hear Lost Heart crying out for help. We hear Rattlestar berating his daughter, usual Tuesday. And
That's fucking crazy.
and we hear Belle angrily hissing at Slate Watcher.
Snake Watcher is trying to ignore Belle and just trying to keep up with Blackflight. Obviously not succeeding in keeping up, but trying to make sure Blackflight doesn't go too far away.
Yeah. And you hear, help me, sister!
Lost Heart! Lost Heart, where are you?
I'm here! I'm here, the Dark Forest has me! And you kind of hear a sound, by this bone pile by the water.
Damn, he died rotted fast.
We get silly.
Don't be me.
We get silly.
The water starts to gurgle. And you hear a help me!
I want to help, but I'm pushing. I know I'm not fast enough to be right there.
I guess I get closer to the water.
Okay. How close?
Enough to see and see where he could be.
Okay, one of those will-o-wisps looks like Lost Heart, but also not quite. It's like you can see your brother is being dragged under by a big cat that looks very similar to Rose Star and Heatherleaf. You've never seen him before.
Blackflight, don't get too close.
And for a moment, it looks like Lost Heart is able to scramble up out of the water. He's like, "Sister! Sister!" And he, like, reaches a paw towards you.
I think I go for it.
Okay. You grab onto his paw, and then all of a sudden, the dark brown cat and Lost Heart fuse together into that Lost Heart you met underneath this in the sewers. And it's much like the sewers where he is pounced on top of you and is pinning you down again. And he's like, "You fell for it." "You're so weak, sister. This is why Shadow Clan will never love you."
Can Brightfire and Sightwatcher here? Or
Yeah.
Okay.
They're on their way. Brightfire's like, "That's not your brother's Blackflight. Don't listen."
He's not real. That's not what he thinks.
But he's still right.
No, it's not. He's not right. Rosestar wouldn't have picked you if she thought you were weak.
Rosestar only picked me because no one else would.
Because no one else would?
She picked someone that she knew would help. She picked someone that she knew could chase down any enemy.
I saw the way my clan looked at me. I was a kid.
It may not have been
wasn't-
fair. But
It
you
wasn't your
have
fault.
love and respect if you just look for it.
What, what's like the situation with the spirit that's like jabbing at Blacklight?
It is pinning her down. It's like it's real.
Sightwatcher is gonna try to run up and slap that thing away.
Okay.
Don't touch him.
Don't touch
I'd like I would actually like to, if possible, try and fake it out.
Okay, yeah. Are you gonna use the knack?
Yeah.
Okay.
I will use it now.
Then I'm gonna say you don't even have to roll for it. You just fake it out, and you roll out from underneath this thing, and the illusion of Lost Heart, like, crashes to, like, the forest floor, and it shatters like glass. And for a moment, there's pieces of your brother and this demon, like, on the floor of the forest.
Jesus Christ, Shan.
Money!
Fuck.
And all of a sudden, the pieces start to, like, rumble and roll as you are crying. And they scatter around and behind you, and he pops back up. He's like, "You can't get rid of your self-loathing that easily."
Even if you don't believe in yourself, Blacklight, we believe in you. Even if Shadow Clan doesn't believe in you, we do. We don't care that you're half clan. You're our friend.
Yeah, you're my only friend.
For a moment, like, Sightwatcher, like, really goes to say, hey, I'm your friend too, but then decides it's not really the time.
No, like you're, like, it's more like Brightfire means, like, Blackflight is her only friend. Like, but I mean,
Yeah,
like,
like, Sightwatcher just was about to say, like,
you're my friend too,
Sightwatcher's like, I'm your friend
Brightfire.
too,
Yeah.
Blackfire. And then she's like, wait, no, now's not the time.
Brightfire's in the co-workers mindset.
So valid.
They're all still xenophobic.
Jesus Christ.
And the spirit that is Lost Heart is gonna go and lunge at Blackflight again. He's going to try and pin her down. I'm gonna roll intelligence plus pounce. I'm just gonna pull up Lost
I don't
Heart.
think. Blackflight would fight it.
Okay.
Bro.
Buddy.
Okay, he has her pinned down.
State Watcher's gonna move in and try to smack that guy off.
Okay.
Just
She doesn't have her claws out, but she's still trying to get this thing that looks like Lost Heart off Blackflight.
Okay. You go to smack it. I'm not gonna make you roll for it. You go to smack it, and your paw goes through it, and his form disappears. And you just hear his laughter.
I don't
Echo
like the way they had an echo.
throughout the woods. I'm just like your guilt, your self-loathing, how much everyone hates you. I am everywhere.
yeah.
And another will-o-wisp is gonna appear. And Atheme, I'm gonna have you roll something for me so it's not just me role-playing with myself.
Okay. What am I rolling?
Give me 6 dice. It's for spirit plus hiss.
Our tangles weren't
Okay,
moved
I'll
over
roll
yet.
right at the dice.
Not yet.
I imagine we're gonna be a bit longer, yeah.
Yeah.
This is happening while you guys are doing your thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I figured. Just wanted to make sure.
Okay.
Oh god.
Okay.
Well, actually, it's not too bad.
It's not too bad. It appears, and it appears as her father. This is Rattlestar. And he's like, look at your group. All of you are failures. Look how long it's been, and you haven't found a solution yet. And you're lost in a forest, battling with your own insecurities. You really are a worthless kid. And Brightfire's like, no. We're gonna find it soon. You can trust in me. You can believe in me. And Rattlestar's like, oh, but I never believed in you to begin with. I never chose to volunteer you. You went yourself.
Oh, fuck off.
He's like, and he tilts his head. He's like, do you regret it? Do you regret it, Brightfire? You act
Brightfire's
so
better than you.
you act so selfless and kind, but deep down, you are my kit, regardless. I know you regret it. I know you wish you had never helped anyone at all. She's like, that's not true! And I'm gonna need you to roll 6 dice again for spirit plus hiss.
Okay. Well, this one looks a bit better.
Okay.
3, 4, 5, 5, 6, 6.
Okay, perfect. And he reaches out in what looks like would be a fatherly gesture. He puts his arm around her back and his claws dig into her shoulder where her new scar is. And he's like, see, you say that to yourself. But here's the thing, daughter. I say this because I don't care enough about you to lie to you.
Brightfire, move away carefully.
And she just she's broken down sobbing.
Brightfire, please move away carefully.
He said this and it's all true. It's all true, Sleep Watcher. I wish I was home. I wish I didn't come. I haven't helped you guys at all. All you guys do is fight. And I'm not
You've
useful
helped
at all.
us.
How?
You've helped us. You're a wonderful fighter. Without you, we'd be fighting even more than we already are. Please, you're not your father. You don't have to be your father.
I want to be though. I want his approval and he just won't give it.
'Cause he's a fucking asshole.
Jesus.
Like a little bit done with this.
Queen!
Jesus
Oh, we're
Christ.
a queen. They breathe. They think they're a queen. He doesn't care about cats other than himself. Maybe a few others. Would you rather have his approval or our approval? I know he's the leader. I know you have to listen to him and care about him, but he's not your father. He hasn't been a father to you.
And she looks down and she's like, I don't want anyone's approval. I want your approval. I want his approval, but if he's not gonna give it, then I just want to approve of myself. And like the second she says that, Rattlestar's form burns up.
Watcher's taken back at first, but then she just gently tries to give Brightfire a little nudge to the head, gently, like, you don't need him, please. You're better than him.
I'm worried, Slate Watcher. What if he killed Python Dawn?
Your mentor?
Yeah, the previous deputy. His deputy.
He could have just demoted Python Dawn.
You're right.
I don't know who murdered Python Dawn.
I just have a bad feeling.
I don't know. We won't find out here. We can think about it more when we're someplace safer, but
Oh,
no, just
safer. You want safer?
Slate Watcher's fur bristles.
Okay, this one's gone, but we got one more.
3 at once.
And behind you, Slate Watcher, is Belle's form. And she is as you left her. She has red eyes. Black goop of blood. Black goopy blood is like draining and dripping from her ears that you have shredded off. And there is a black hole oozing in her chest from where Lost Heart ripped her still beating heart out. And when she talks, blood pours from her mouth.
Christ!
Yeah. And,
Starkland, please purify this shit.
and she's like,
You'll never be rid of me, Slate Watcher. I'm with
not-
the Dark Forest now.
Good. They deserve something awful. She's very clearly trying to be brave, but now that she's confronting it, like, she's trying to just act tough.
and Belle begins to like pace back and forth in front of her.
Oh, I know you're not afraid of me personally. It's more what I have done to you. Are you going to trust again? Next time you come across an innocent little kitty, are you gonna help them? Isn't that what you healers do?
Not every cat is you. We've met that warehouse cats. Even Pretzel has been far kinder than you.
Don't make me laugh. You know that there are so many evil cats out there in the world. Who else could be causing all of this? The Lost. Where do you think the red eyes come from? Where do you think your friend Moonfall's powers come from? And even so, you just called Brightfire's father an asshole. Do you think he's evil? There's so much that you don't know and don't understand. How can you trust Slate Watcher?
I have my friends. We're in this together.
Friends. Your friends can't help you with me. Your friends will never. And as she starts to say this, Brightfire just like straight up lunges forward and pounces on Belle and raises her claws and rakes the rest of her chest open. She's like, "Shut up!"
Gals standing up for each other.
Women supporting women.
And she's
Women
like,
supporting women.
she's like, "We'll always be there for Slate Watcher. We're her friends. You're now my other friend, Slate Watcher." Like confirming, like what
You're my
she
friend
said.
too.
Yeah, you're my friend too. And at that, Belle's form burns up and disappears.
Would have me and Moonfall been able to?
Yes, you two have made it in. There's still one more.
Oh, apologies. That was a lot of running. What happened? Oh, that was a lot of running.
These
Showing your age,
Mirages.
Thundercat.
And Brightfire's like, "Oh, just our usual, like, cats coming back from the dead to yell at us. My dad was here. We're lost heart somewhere
They're
here."
just fakes.
Yes, they're fakes. And like, can I see Blackflight? What's Blackflight doing at this point, actually?
Yeah, what is Blacklight doing since Lost Heart disappeared? But he's still here. You can still hear his laughter echoing. You can look around, try and find him.
So Watcher's gonna try to look around.
I think Black Flight realizes that everyone's. Is it safe for her to assume that that everyone saw basically like akin to something like similar, like, oh, we're all facing our worst fears.
Yeah.
I feel like yeah.
Yeah.
I think she sees that and goes, well, she sees everyone there and is like, well,
I've got it. I think I've got it together. Gosh.
let's get a move on.
And at those words, you hear Lost Heart go, "No! No, not without me! No!" And it's like his voice is being burned up, so like his wisp is gone too. Cool.
That wasn't him.
That was deeply unpleasant.
Brightfire kind of nudges Blacklight. She's like, "Are you okay?"
Why did I see Lost Heart?
I think in a tone that only Brightfire, like low enough that only Brightfire could hear it, it's like, I still couldn't save him.
And Brightfire's like, puts her paw on top of Blacklight. She's like, "That was just an illusion or a ghost of some kind. But I don't know what it is, but it wasn't him. I think he can still be saved."
Do you still think you have to impress your father?
I mean, not in the same way. I would like to make him proud, but I don't have to.
I'm happy for you.
I think, obviously not hearing any of that conversation, but feeling the tension in the air, I think Tango's gonna be like, "Let's get moving then. I would rather not stay in this forest any longer than we have to."
Alright, give me an intelligence plus ponder check to figure out where you guys need to go. I'm gonna have Brightfire mark
Wait.
the tree.
Wait. Hold on a second.
Oh no.
Or are you using an axe?
I think I can. So hold on, I have a few that might be able to help here. Uh,
No, we both have track. Sorry.
Oh my
so
god,
I
don't
have.
die.
Yeah, please don't. I have two
Please don't
tracks that
die.
I
You
think
can't
could be
save Buster.
applicable here. I have Pathfinder, and I also have Intuition.
Remind me
So-
what Pathfinder does.
So if your cat walks unfamiliar ground, they may make a see, listen, or smell check with advantage. Your cat has a strong internal compass, being able to pick up minute details or certain landmarks. When spending a chip, your cat may discover one of the following: what direction a clan cat may be, how far your cat is from a certain destination, where nearby locations or sanctuaries may be. And intuition is your cat can make quick decisions based on their prior experiences and gut feelings. Intuition can be used to determine if another cat, animal, or setting is potentially dangerous. This allows your cat to find alternate solutions or judge if another has ill intentions.
You can use Pathfinder right now. Intuition might be in a little bit.
That's no worries. Okay, so I spent my 2 intelligence chips. Yeah, so when I spend it, I can discover what direction a clan cat may be, how far my cat is from a certain destination, or nearby locations or sanctuaries may be. I think we'll go for the third one.
The sanctuaries?
Nearby locations or sanctuaries, just as like a where the fuck, like, what's the best bet to get like out of here to a safe place?
Okay,
right now?
I'm gonna reveal what I messaged Saturn earlier.
Okay.
Tanglethorn, along the ground, you see some incredibly large footprints. They would be the size of what a lion or tigers would be from myths and legends. And the footprints aren't continuous. They kind of appear and suddenly disappear. Like it's not truly there. And if you follow them...
I mean, yeah. If everyone else is, I will inform everyone else that's what I've seen, and then I will say this is probably the best bet.
You will come to this area.
Oh no. Oh no.
And
Slate
you
Watcher
guys
is just
are
trying
on
to make
this
sure-
side of the map.
Slate Watcher is mostly just trying to make sure the party stays together this time.
Yeah.
That cave looks friendly.
I think like the moment he did return, everything kind of calmed down. Tanglethorn did look at Slay Watcher and give like a look of like, I'm very sorry, but that, yeah, and like I think I'm gonna have to explain things a little sooner than I first wanted to.
Right now, Slate Watcher's focus is like getting someplace where they're not going to hallucinate.
Yeah.
But she appreciates the sentiment.
Yeah.
Who wants to make an intelligence plus ponder check for the group?
I'm going to explain it really quickly, so I'll let someone else do it.
I
can.
can do it.
Cat 5
Okay.
die.
Oh,
Oh, well, outside of the
Nice.
theater, you can do it.
okay. What's the DC?
4.
That's 4 successes and 2 sixes. Like, included in the
Jeez.
successes.
Okay.
So wait, no,
Okay.
it's 2, 4, 5, 6. 6
The
successes
air
including the
here
sixes.
feels very heavy with that spiritual wisp energy, but you'll notice that the fog has cleared and there is a cave up ahead and it seems to be glowing.
Out of
And
curiosity, is that cave familiar to me?
no.
Okay.
You may think so. But even though the glow here is red, I'm gonna say it's green. It's green. Listen, I don't draw my own maps. And you guys come up to this area and there's a big cave in front and it's glowing green at the entrance. However, there are like brambles that are like guarding the entrance, like a door almost. And you hear a voice that is unfamiliar to any of you. And it asks, I am of the past, yet I persist. I linger.
No.
I haunt. What am I?
Not the fucking riddles.
God.
I
Have
am
these
a
cats ever
pass,
experienced a riddle before?
and yet I persist.
Yeah, can you
I'm
write
I'm
it down in a
pasting
survey?
it in the TTRPG channel, and it's actually 9 o'clock, so that is going to be where we stop for tonight.
Ah!
You guys can ponder this for next week.
I think I know the answer, but I don't know if Slate Watcher knows
think
what
I
a
know
riddle
I
is.
know the answer too.
I have an idea. I think I know what I would say.
Yeah.
I know I would say, but I also know that Slate Watcher has probably never heard a fucking riddle before. Like, is that a
Yeah.
cat thing? I don't know.
I know what Tangle wants to say.
Oh, I guess it's kind of like a prophecy, just like
Yeah, it is kind of like a
It's like
prophecy.
Jeopardy.
Yeah.
It's like a prophecy, but there's an answer we have to give.
Yeah.
Wow.
it's like a prophecy, but like Jeopardy style, you know?
Yeah.
What is
How
a
we all
prophecy?
feeling?
I want to die.
Well, okay.
Well, it could be worse.